And so before actually I go back to the presentation, I know that there's another video I want to share, and I hope that the microphone will work, because I really would love for you to hear this. And before we do that, I would like to invite our communications coordinator, Moses Dianga, who just joined our team in actually this month of February. So he just joined the team and jumped into helping with preparation for this event. And Moses, welcome. He's gonna share a little bit just about his own story, why he's coming to Nyanam, and as also a youth and somebody who's also grown up as a child of a widow, some of the ways he sees us as an organization supporting widows' children through our youth programs. Moses, you're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us for this important event at Nyanam. As you heard earlier, my name is Moses Dianga. I just joined as the communications coordinator. And what inspired me to join, I think, was seeing the incredible work that Jackie has been doing with the widows, growing up as the son of a widow myself, and having that deep understanding of what widows go through in their everyday lives. Just a bit of a background about me. So I lost my dad when I was in grade 3. And the first things I saw when people came to the funeral, they weren't looking to, mourn with us about the loss of our dad. Everybody came and they started accusing my mom that, she was the one that caused the death of my father. And that was really hard on her, having to deal with a loss and false accusations about her killing my dad, while my dad was just sick and his time came and he passed on. But that wasn't the end of it. After the burial of my dad, all the brothers-in-law of my mother, all the brothers of my father, they came in, took properties, they took cars, grabbed the land, and we had to be thrown out. We had to be thrown out of our family property, and we had to move and start life elsewhere. So seeing that the pain that my mom was going through, having to deal with the loss of a husband and losing everything at the same time, I saw the pain and the anguish in her face each time she tried, because the only thing she had to take care of the children left behind was gone. And at the point of my dad's death, she was a housewife, so she had to really adapt to the new ways of just providing for the children and taking them to school. And that wasn't very easy. And so what normally happens in the life of the orphan left behind, nobody wants to see their mother struggle. She's worried about you, but you're also worried about her. She tries to project strength, but in her face, she can't hide it. You can see the suffering and the struggles. And so I grew up experiencing all that firsthand. And so seeing what Jackie has been doing with the widows at Nyanam, I was inspired. So I had been following Nyanam for a year, and late last year, my mother was diagnosed with cancer and she didn't make it through. And her passing just got me thinking, like, how best can I help contribute to help widows across the world? How can I be able to give other people what I wasn't able to give my mother? So that experience led me to Nyanam. And normally, when as a child of a widow or as a son of a widow, as you grow older, you begin to feel the pain that your mother goes through. And what that does to you is, you don't want to see her suffer. You want to help in some sort of way. And when you are not able to, there are moments that you want to help and you can't. And you try to ask yourself, like, how best can I help my mother? And in the process of asking yourself too many questions, when you're not able to solve the problems, you end up sliding into depression. You want to belong. Sometimes there are days I have missed my father. I've wondered, like, how would life look like if he was here? And normally at that particular moment, you are always looking for someone to share with, to talk to, or to advise you, or to take you through, what does it mean to be a boy or to be a man as you grow older. And you are in that moment, and all the father figures that you see around you, you can't even approach them because they are the same oppressors of your mother. So you'd really like to connect, but you saw what they did, and as a result of that, they are not your option. And so for many young people, you grow up lonely, you don't know who to talk to, you don't know where you belong. And that alone can lead you to, depression. You engage in antisocial behavior, and sometimes you end up in drugs and crime. And that's why, for me, joining Nyanam and knowing firsthand what the widows go through, what the children of the widows go through, gives me the conviction and the inspiration that as we take care of our widows, their children are equally struggling with the pain of seeing their mothers struggle and the loss of their fathers and the lack of opportunities. Like right now, unemployment is really high in Kenya, and having to struggle through life, sometimes even food is an issue for some widows, let alone school fees. So that means not all the children's widows are able to afford school. So what that means is there's a higher percentage, there's a high chance that within each household, there are young people that were not able to join to even get the most basic of education. And that kind of reduces their chance at life. And with that, then as Nyanam, then I feel like we have the responsibility both to the widows and to the young people. And that's why we are working to, provide that help, create a space for young people, the children of the widows, to, belong and get empowered for them to have a better shot at life. So that's why I joined. That's why this work is very inspiring. And I just want to thank everyone that's been supporting in any way that you can. And we hope to continue having these conversations. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's Moses. Moses just really joined us, and I think when we interviewed him, we were swallowing our tears, or like when he shared just his motivation to come to Nyanam, and he does connect very deeply to the experiences of the young people. I know our interns learned this in winter, that one of the issues widows' children were suffering from, especially the boys, is depression. And we really hope that this year we can be able to address that issue too. So we do, for the widows' children, we do have programs in peer mentorship, and it's really led by the youth themselves. So the beautiful faces you're seeing here are members of the Youth Advisory Council that they created themselves last year to help guide Nyanam's work on supporting widows' children. So most of them are widows' children themselves, and so they're the ones helping us figure out how to support them. And so these are some of the things we hope to support them with this year: peer mentorship. They want to do some talent exhibitions, understanding their own potentials and how they can use it for their own economic empowerment, and counseling also.